Okay, so we have multiple breaking news coming out. We're going to start with this one first. The Doomsday radio station delivered the most eloquent message just before the talks between Putin and Trump. So, just before the talks between the president of Russia and the United States, Vladimir Putin and Donald Trump, the Doomsday radio station UVB-76 transmitted the most eloquent message of all time. All right, so we're going to see what's going on here, guys. And this is the second one. This is the second one. I remember back in February 2025 when Donald and Putin spoke over the phone, the Doomsday radio turned on. So we're gonna see what's going on in this one here, guys. And I just want to bring this information up really quick. I did post a video of this. The link will be in the comments box. The U.S. just ran a solar storm emergency drill. The real deal would be a catastrophe. So these agency, when I say agency, Department of Homeland Security, NASA, you have, I believe FEMA's in it, NOAA. Again, they are preparing worst case scenario. These solar storms is getting stronger and much more powerful, and upgrading the grids and preparing for imminent blackouts or radio signals, GPS jam. So this preparation, they call it the solar emergency drill. At the same time, ladies and gentlemen, this is our sun. Wow. All right. The sun on May 19, 2025, in 211 angstroms, a massive coronal hole dominates the southern hemisphere. What do you see? I don't know, guys, but we are definitely seeing something here. We are definitely witnessing the signs of the heavens. It's not only nation against nation. Jesus said there will be signs in the sun, in the moon, in the stars. There will be many events. And at the same time, you got some very important solar storm emergency drills that's taking place. And I did post a video of this, guys, but I'm just going to read just this part right here. So, a coronal mass ejection capture, okay, that was in 2012. A unique multi-agency exercise showed how ill prepared we are for unfavorable space weather. Alright, so before I start, guys, give this video a big thumbs up. Share the video. For those of you that want to send us letters or prayer requests, you send it to me, US Santiago, or my wife, Jessica Santiago, at 3432 US Highway 19, number 2, Holiday, Florida, 34691. Alright, let's get to the news here, guys. It's not going to be a long video. It's going to be really short. I'm trying to, again, it's been a long night and working 2 other jobs, and yeah, right now it's almost 2 in the morning. So if you can, please give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much for your support. Radio station buzz broadcast mysterious message before Donald and Putin conversation. All right, so this information came out May 19, 2025 at 16:50 Moscow time. A few times before the start of a telephone conversation between Putin and Donald, a Russian shortwave radio station known as the Buzzer, UVB-76, or the Buzzer, transmitted an unusual message. And I'm going to skip all that number there, guys, in the letters, all right? So follow me on this one. The message sparked a wave of speculation among radio enthusiasts, analysts, giving its timing with a key diplomatic event. Operating on 76 KHZ UVB 4625 is known for its monotonous buzzing signal that is broadcast 24 hours a day with occasional voice messages in Russian. The station, believed to be operated by the Russian military, has been broadcasting since the 1970s, and its purpose remains a mystery. Messages like today's typically include code words and numbers, which one theory is that they may be intended for military or intelligence purposes. Today's monolith message consisted of the call sign NZHTI, the 5-digit identifier 89905, the code word BLEFOPOOF, and two 4-digit numbers 4097 and 5573. The telephone conversation between Putin and the US president, which began at 1700, was devoted to a possible ceasefire in Ukraine. According to the White House press secretary, Donald expressed disappointment with the position on both sides in the conflict but sought a truce. Now, Vladimir in turn declared his readiness for a temporary ceasefire on the condition of irreversible guarantees, including the withdrawal of Ukrainian troops from the Kursk region. The coincidence of the buzzing message with this event gave rise to hypotheses about its possible connection with military or diplomatic processes. Okay, we do have some more information here. All right, we're going to get to this one here. Let me skip the top one really quick. There we go. So, as previously noted by a military expert, captain of the first rank of the reserve Vasily, skipped the last name, the signals broadcast by the Doomsday radio station can be used by various categories, including geologists and gov agency, are not related to these broadcasts. I don't think the state is involved in this, he said. I do not think that this has anything to do with citizens or intelligence officers like Sterlitz, who wrote down the number as it 17 moments of spring disappeared and received a report. It is difficult for me to determine for what purpose and for whom this broadcast is carried out. Perhaps it is intended for someone, maybe for geologists, other categories of specialists. So no one knows. This Doomsday radio station broadcasts a short message right before the conversation between Donald and Putin. What are your thoughts, guys? Leave comments down below. I want to bring this news up really quick here. So they were supposed to fire, what was it? They were supposed to, oh, here we go. Let me just bring it up really quick. So they were supposed to fire, again, the Bear did not fire the intercontinental ballistic missile. They were supposed to fire that yesterday. They didn't. So it says the Bear fails to launch intercontinental ballistic missile. Alright, so it says here during the night of May 18 and the 19th, contrary to the warnings issued by Ukraine's defense intelligence. Is that Doomsday radio's message could possibly be because of this? The intercontinental ballistic? It could be a combination of this and also US President and Putin speaking over the phone. The Bear Federation experienced 2 consecutive failed launches of the RS-24 Yards intercontinental ballistic missile in 2023. And according to Ukrainian military intelligence and other sources, these test launches went off course marking significant setbacks. It seems that the bear has encountered failure in launching the missile for the third time. All right. Let me go on Twitter and see if we can find so many more updates. Now, bear with me on this one here, guys. Give me 1 second. What's this right here? The US Navy $3 billion submarine just got exposed by China drones using quantum sensor. Wow. The silent service isn't silent anymore, and the Red Dragon is listening. The FAA reported that an unidentified object struck a US F-16 over Arizona amid a surge of strange encounter reported by military pilots. And I did talk about this one here, guys. Again, the link will be in the comments box. I went live. And it was like some kind of strange drone. It was like an orange color. It happened over in Arizona. We have another breaking news. This happened, something like this happened a couple of days ago. I think it happened in Spain. But we have this one here. This is another ball game now. From Germany to Spain. Lufthansa jet flew 10 minutes pilotless after co-pilot collapsed. Is this another pilot that just collapsed? So again, a Lufthansa flight flew on autopilot for 10 minutes without any pilot conscience in the cockpit, according to a Spanish Gulf report. The co-pilot became suddenly incapacitated while the captain was in the restroom. Okay, so yeah, we already know this one here. I don't know why he's sharing this information again. But yeah, the pilot woke up. They said that he had a seizure, but he did wake up after 10 minutes. All right. I'm not seeing much tonight, guys, but yeah, this is all the information right now. What are your thoughts? Leave comments down below. Donald's put out a message here, and I agree 100%. Donald said this: the sleeping giants should never have intervened in Crane. I agree. I agree. But you got these Looney Tunes that's been taking over the sleeping giant for decades, and they won't retire, and they've been around for 50 years. They're the one who stick their nose in Crane business. Donald believes Kiev would be better off if the conflict with Moscow had remained a European situation. Alright, so I'm just going to skip this one here, guys. And then you have this news coming out. So the Red Dragon is sending an important signal to the entire world. So last week, the Red Dragon released its first ever white paper on national security. While the document brings no major breakthrough, its publication is significant and signs signals two key developments. Chinese leaders are increasingly concerned about the intensifying geopolitical confrontation, and they are ready to play a more assertive role in global affairs, challenging U.S. dominance in the process. It seems like the Red Dragons might take the number one spot. We are, again, the U.S. is on top of the food chain, but it seems like the Red Dragons is gonna take that spot pretty soon. All right, let me go back on Twitter really quick here. I want to bring this up. I'm not gonna read it, guys, because it's way too long, and it's almost 2 o'clock in the morning. UK, France, and Canada warn sanction if Holy Land continues military action in the Strip. Now, guys, the Holy Land is dropping a hammer on those people. It's just really sad. It's just really sad. And you got innocent young ones out there, innocent young ones. All right, guys. Seems like I'm gonna end it right here. Feeling a little tired. Hmm. The Holy Land military intercept drones smuggling some very powerful equipment from Egypt. Wow. The Holy Land military says it downed a drone allegedly carrying 19 hand guns and 3 machine guns after it crossed from Egypt into the Holy Land. Man, and there's a picture here, guys. I'm not gonna show the picture, but there's a lot of the equipment they just confiscated. All right, this is the reason why the U.S. is having multiple gov agency coming together and preparing for solar storm emergency drill. This is the reason why. Huge solar storm to blame for colossal global blackouts, and there are more to come, experts say. That's the reason why we are getting ready. That's the reason why multiple U.S. agency are getting ready. And just looking at that, yeah, it doesn't look good. That, ladies and gentlemen, doesn't look good. It goes to tell you that we are definitely entering the end of ages. When God created the heaven and the earth, He didn't create it to last forever. Eventually, everything will stop. And again, just like our heart eventually will stop. And we give our spirit back to the Lord because it belongs to the Lord. So eventually, the universe will go out with a big boom. But Jesus said there is a new heaven and a new earth for only righteous dwell. In that new world, you're not going to see like atheists or none of that type of stuff. It's not going to be like, a place that is like this filled with evil and stuff. We're not going to see none of that. And that new earth is only going to be righteous Christians. So, but again, this is where we at right now, guys. So I'm going to end it here. Again, please give this video a big thumbs up. Thank you so much again for watching. For those of you that want to send us letters or prayer requests, You can send it to me, Louis Santiago, or my wife, Jessica Santiago, at 3432 US Highway 19, number 2, Holiday, Florida 34691. Thank you so much for watching. Till next time later. Peace.